Students at Ogunquit Village School proved learning can be fun last month with the first annual Math Week. The 115 students in grades K through 5 were grouped in teams across grades, with each student working on math tasks, including measurement, geometry, money, place value, and graphing. Captains for each team were chosen from the 5th grade to oversee the younger team members. PTA volunteers helped to organize and supervise workstations and tasks. During the week, students earned points for their teams by completing optional homework assignments. Students then went to stations set up in the cafeteria and classrooms, earning points for completing age-appropriate math problems. Principal Rachel Paradise invited parents to a midweek breakfast to discuss how to encourage mathematics with their youngsters. The week ended with an auction where points earned were converted into OVS currency to bid on math-related items such as calculators, math games, rulers, and tape measures. Lori?
Adopted any whales lately? 6th graders at Wells Junior High School have. They have been studying an interdisciplinary unit on whales. Through their science classes, they have adopted 4 humpback whales: Pegasus, Petrel, Blizzard, and Onyx. The adoption money is used in the protection of these whales and for further research on these marine mammals. Lisa?
Thanks, Lori. Wells Junior High School has been awarded an Ames grant by the Maine Computer Consortium. The grant will support several projects including computer, library media, art, reading and language arts, including publishing multimedia books written and illustrated by students. The team teachers who prepared the grant are Saul Lindauer, Debbie Kelm, and Donna Thompson. Lori?
Interested in getting your driver's license? For all teens and adults without a Maine State driver's license, now's your chance. Flanagan's Driving School offers driver's education 4 times a year. Through Wells High School, the course runs 6 to 8 weeks in room 102 on Mondays and Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. and is offered to anyone 15 years of age or older. Selection on students is based on the oldest applicants having first preference rather than a first-come, first-served basis. Applicants may sign up at any time. The cost this year will be $175. Payment instructors are to be made with the instructor. However, since a new state law says that you must be 16 to take your driver's test, permit validation has been extended to 18 months instead of 12. Driving time can be arranged during a study hall or after school. The first day of second quarter driver's ed begins Wednesday, November 28th. So far, 19 students are enrolled. Lisa?
Are you looking to express your feelings on drugs and alcohol? The It Works team, who sponsors such activities as Freshman Awareness Week and Project Graduation, are looking for new members, both students and community members. The team will hold a special meeting in a few weeks to become acquainted with the new members. The group will also begin their Christmas card project. They will distribute cards to all school and city officials in Wells, Ogunquit, and Acton, reminding them to have a happy holiday. Lori?
Are you caught in a rut? Do you feel that your life is just the same old thing day after day? Adults at Wells High School seem to think so. Because they value the students' ideas, on December 7th, they're going to have meetings to find out if the school students feel the same way about the school day schedule. If they do, they will brainstorm some ideas that they have on why the day is so monotonous. Principal Val Jean Olin recently commented that the straw is about to break the camel's back. She was referring to the fact that the problem has been around for a while and it's time to do something about it. We'll now go to FYI correspondent Sherry DeRoy, who had a chance to talk with Ms. Olin about this topic.
Students took time last Friday to view a film on breaking paradigms. How does this relate to schedule changes?
Okay. Well, one of the greatest paradigms in high schools all across America is what the present view of the school day is, what the present view of the student's schedule is. And if what we're trying to think about is how to make the student's day more integrated, more productive, then one of the things we need to start thinking about is how do we break the old molds? How do we do something different?
And should the schedule be changed, who will be involved in changing it? Whose input?
Right. I take should the schedule be changed, I take that question to mean ought we to do that? We certainly ought to investigate it. We've reached a point where we see the schedule as being something that is limiting opportunities for students. And it shouldn't be. That should not be the case. The schedule should serve to provide students with opportunities. Who would be involved in a change? I would say, first of all, we need to examine the question, should the schedule be changed? Then the following question, if so, how so? In order to answer that question, there need to be a lot of people involved in research, discussion, and decision-making. Obviously, teachers and administrators in the school need to be involved, and we have started that discussion. Certainly students need to be involved, hence they're going to be viewing the film this week and then participating in discussion next week, and certainly parents and community members need to be involved. It needs to be the effort of a lot of people in order to come up with what's going to best suit our purposes.
How long has our current system of the schedule been used in the school system?
Oh, I don't know, roughly the Ice Age. It's what was here when I got here. It's what was here at least 7 years before that. I understand at one time, for a brief period of time, there had been a modular schedule in place that, for who knows what reasons, was not entirely successful at that time. It might be the time for it now.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what changes might come about. Thank you, Ms. Olin.
Thank you.
This has been Sherry DeRoy for Wells High FYI. Now back to the studio.
As the Christmas season gets underway, the town of Wells is preparing to be in the Christmas spirit with the 7th Annual Wells Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. The parade will be held at 2 p.m. December 9th. It will begin at the Wells Plaza and continue north along Route 1 to the Ward Gym at the junior high school. The theme of this year's parade is Christmas Along the Coast. All civic organizations, school groups, churches, and businesses in the area were invited to participate. Prizes will be given to floats for categories such as Best Decorated, Most Original, and Best Theme. Local residents and businesses are also invited to participate in the judging for Best Decorated Theme or Business. Judging will take place on December 5th. Lori?
Thanks, Lisa. If you're interested in firefighting, this might be the first step just for you. The Fire Chief Association of Maine will sponsor a 2-day fire attack seminar on February 2nd and 3rd, 1991. This course will be held at the Dunaway Community Center on School Street in Ogunquit. Classes on February 2nd run from 8:30 a.m. to noon and from 1 to 4 p.m. Classes on February 3rd run from 8 a.m. to noon and from 1 to 4 p.m. Pre-registration is necessary. For more information, call 1-324-2655. Lisa?
Wells voters will decide at a town meeting in March whether the town should maintain and eventually own the present Wells Grange Hall. This public facility, located on Route 109, is now owned by several Grange members and has been for 35 years. If voted upon, it will be open to all residents whenever Grange members are not meeting there. The town would be responsible for any maintenance or repairs necessary for this 110 by 35-foot cement building. Selectmen were asked last Thursday by local Grange members to place the proposal on the ballot. Grange members feel that they are getting too old for fundraisers needed to pay the bills for owning such a building. Lori?
Remember the saying, a dog is a man's best friend? Well, the Kennebunk Police are saying, a dog is a cop's best friend. The Kennebunk Police will be adding a new member to its force, and his name is Brix. Brix is a German Shepherd who is the first of 2 dogs who will make up the police department's new canine force. Brix is being trained as a patrol dog, which means he will assist the force in sniffing out criminals attempting to flee by foot. He will join the squad in the spring and will only cost $1,200 a year. This concludes this week's edition of Wells High FYI. I'm Lori Gould.
And I'm Lisa Osborne.
Good night.